Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to wire a lamp holder into an octagon box. I've done a lot of the prep work. I stripped the cable sheathing to expose the neutral, the black and the ground wire, and I stripped about 1 inch or 3/4 inch off the ends of the wires. So you have your octagon box in this case, and you would have power wire coming in, and there's a good lesson for you. One of my wires actually broke already. So you would have your power wire coming in, and just like the rectangular box, you're going to push your wires in so that you just have a little bit of sheathing now coming past this hold down connector. And you're going to grab a red Robertson screwdriver, and I know it's a red Robertson because the Robertson fits tight in here. You could actually use a slot screwdriver if you want. I prefer the Robertson because it holds better. And we're going to tighten this connector down. Okay, just snug it down so the wire doesn't come out of the octagon box. Okay, the other wire the other hold down connector we would use if we had another wire coming in. I'm not going to show you that in this instance, but it's good practice just to snug that down so it doesn't vibrate over time and come loose. So now I peel off my ground wire, and my ground wire is then going to get looped underneath the ground screw. Okay, so I'm just looping it underneath that ground screw, and I'm going to snug that ground screw down, and I'll just take the rest of the wire and I'll just neatly tuck it down to the bottom of the box. The second ground screw in here, I just snugged it down for good practice as well. So now I'm left with a black and a white wire. On the back of the lamp, you're going to notice 2 silver terminals and 2 brass terminals. The general rule is black wire to brass, okay, so B to B, black to brass, and the white or the neutral will go to the silver. Now we only need 2 of them. That's right, you need a green Robertson for that. So I'm going to snug one down without a wire just for good practice. Okay. Back to my wire. I'm going to roll a curl on the end. Okay, and then I'm going to put the black to the brass. Doing the green Robertson goes on. Again, you loop it around in a clockwise rotation, and the wire needs to sit beside this little lug here and snug it down. Okay. And then on this one, same thing. It's around in a clockwise rotation. The wire is beside that little lug underneath the silver terminal, and I'm going to snug it in place. Okay, and we're all happy. Now the last thing we want to do is take a double check. Everything looks good. We have the ground wires underneath the ground screw. Our cable connectors are down tight. We have a little bit of white sheathing exposed, and both our terminals, the black to the brass, the white to the silver, are snug as well. So now we can just curl those down in the box, and then the lamp holder screws, you put them in the slotted holes, and then you're going to grab your red Robertson. And when I say snug, I just mean snug because these are plastic, and if you tighten them down too tight, you'll actually crack them. Okay, so for our application, we're just going to snug them down. Okay, good. They're snugged in place, and now we grab this is a 100-watt light bulb. It can be 40, 60, whatever. Put it in place, and if there was power coming into here to a switch, this light bulb would light up.